Hi, I'm John Kalaska with Breaking Muscle. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to look at different healing modalities and how they can relate to athletic performance. Today I'm going to talk about reflexology. In general, reflexology is based on the theory that there are points in the hands and feet which directly connect to specific parts of the body, including the internal organs. Now, there are many different ways to explain the mechanism of this process, but the basic idea is that there's a direct relationship between the inside and the outside of the body. Inner and outer is opposites, like yin and yang. And like yin and yang theory tells us these opposites influence and affect each other. What happens on the outside influences what happens on the inside. In traditional Chinese medicine, the vital energy or qi flows through channels in the body. These channels or meridians move from the extremities to the trunk and back. The flow of qi starts superficially at the tips of the fingers and toes and moves into the torso. You can think of this as energetically linking the points furthest from the core to the very center, so that then something as common as stress can disrupt or constrict the flow of qi in these meridians, and then further complications can arise. If this imbalance becomes chronic, then it begins to affect the surrounding systems in the area as well. Another way to think about this is the relationship between the central nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, or all of the other nerves in the body, of which there are over 7,000 in the foot alone. So again, there's this idea of a link between the interior, the brain and the spinal cord, and the exterior, everything else. So that by applying pressure to the hands and feet, it sends this calming signal from the peripheral nerves to the central nervous system, which then affects circulation, respiration, endocrine function, even immune response. Now, most people are familiar with reflexology of the hands and feet, but in Chinese medicine, there is also an ear reflexology, or called auriculotherapy. Sometimes needles are used, even with electrical stimulation, but there's also a non-invasive method, which involves taping small seeds onto specific areas of the ear, which again relate to parts of the body. The patient can then stimulate these points themselves by pressing on the seeds. And this method has been proven effective for weight loss and even drug addiction. Now, one of the final and most beautiful things about reflexology is that it just feels good. We ask so much from our hands and feet that it's a good idea to take care of them. So whether it's just to relax or if it's to explore some deeper issues, give reflexology a try. To find a practitioner in your area, there is a national certification board and a reflexology association. I'll include links to both of those with the notes to this video. I'm John Kalaska with Breaking Muscle.